All right. Well, here's another one of my favorites. Obviously, for your guitar aficionados, it's a Gibson ES-335, which is one of the most iconic guitars in the Gibson line. It was introduced probably around 1958 in its present form. What makes it unique is that it's semi-hollow, so it has your F holes, but it also has a piece of wood running all the way through it that the pickups and the bridge attach to, which make it pretty much impervious to unwanted feedback. So you get a little bit of feedback where you want the notes to ring. Which you want, but you don't get the wolf cries and the screams and the screeches that you don't want. That's because of the solid block of maple running through the body. Now I have a couple of vintage 335s which are worth a lot of money, like the 1960 dot neck I have, which is a Sunburst, and a few others. But this one started out as a white 335, not a particularly distinguished pedigree. 1982 it was built in, but I liked the guitar. It was white, it was cool, but suddenly I decided it could be more. And my wife and I, about, I don't know, 9 years ago, were walking through the merchandise mart at a show called the One of a Kind Show, where people display their crafts and clothes, and it's not really a guitar show at all. So I was at the One of a Kind Show, and I noticed this artist had this wonderful booth, and she had a abstract version of Abraham Lincoln, and she had this art guitar. It was not a good quality guitar, but the paint job was amazing. And I started talking to her, and her name was Kat Clausen, and I thought all of a sudden that she would be the perfect person to do the graphic art for the cover of my new CD called Jim Peterik's Life Force. And I sent her the rough mixes of the music, and she really got into it. And she did this brilliant, you know, those of you who own the album, brilliant graphic on the cover. In fact, it looks very much like the graphic on this guitar. So after that album came out, I decided, you know, that white 335 is kind of boring. I wonder if this is the chance for Kat Clausen to paint my boring white 335. So I took the white guitar down to her studio in Dwight, Illinois, and I said, you know that graphic you did on the cover of Life Force? I want that on my guitar. And she got really excited about it. And in about 3 weeks later, I came down there and picked up this guitar. And it's unbelievable. I just was blown away by it. Now it's not only a great guitar, but it's a representation of my love for smooth jazz. And if you notice, it's the wonderful female form right on the bottom, which a lot of people don't immediately see. The colors are amazing. Kat is just amazing with colors. And if that's not enough, and this is something that Nick Coleone really likes, because every time I play my guitar behind my head on stage, you see the backside. And I think a picture speaks louder than words. But she's just absolutely brilliant, and I cherish this guitar.